Hello everyone, welcome to another chapter of Beginner to Advanced Excel tutorial by Slidescope. And in this Excel tutorial, we are learning about index and match in Excel. So the index and match functions are powerful alternatives to VLOOKUP or HLOOKUP in Excel. So in the previous chapters, we studied about HLOOKUP and VLOOKUP. And in this chapter, we will see how index and match functions can be used for these tasks. They are often used together to perform more flexible and dynamic lookups. So everything that we will hear is for lookup and reference. So first is the index function. The purpose of index function is to return the value of a cell in a specific row and column within a given range. So here, first of all, the syntax of this function is as follows. In this particular function, you can see we have three parameters: array, the row number, and column number. Column number is optional. Whenever a parameter is optional, it will be written in square brackets inside the function syntax. So that's how you can understand. First is array. Array is the range of cells to search. Then row number, the row number of the value to return. So the row number of the value, like let's say there are 10 rows. So what is the row number of the value that you have to return? And column number, the column number of the value to return. And it is used in 2D arrays. So we have copied the data from here and we will simply paste it in a blank Excel file and save it in our data sets Excel course, and here we will simply call it index match. Now let's go back to our instructions. The task is to get the salary of the employee in the third row of the table. So here you will see, just like previous example of VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP that we did. So in the previous example, we understood about how to look for vertical or horizontal values. Here, the third row is 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So here you can see, get the salary of the employee in the third row. So salary is given here and employee ID is in the third row is 103. So what you will do is index of B2 to D5. So first you will select from B2 to D5. Okay. So you have selected that. So what we can do, we can apply the formula simply here. So equal to index. Okay. And in index, you have to write array. So array will be B2 to D5. Okay. So we will write B2 to D5. Then the row number, which is 3. Let's enter. So it is giving us a reference. Let's see. And when here we have to enter the column number also. So in this array, 1, 2, and third column, when you will enter, you will find 75,000. So for user in row number 3, salary is 75,000. That's how you can use the index function. Now, as you can see in the index function, we use the ID, that is the row number, to find any value like salary, department, or name. Suppose you wanted to find department. So you can simply copy the formula and here you will say 2, because in this array that we have selected, obviously we have to select from B2 to D5. Okay, in this array that we have selected, department is the second column. When you will enter, so department is finance. You can see the user with ID, the user which is in the third position has department finance. So this is what. So first is your array, second is your column, or sorry, row number, and third is your column number from which you want to get the value. Okay, so this is simple case. Now let's consider the match function. Match function returns the position of value in a row or column. So here we have to check what is the lookup value that we are looking. The lookup array, same as above, and the match type. Lookup value is the value to find. Lookup array is the range to search in. And match type. If you will write 0, this will find exact match. If you will write 1, it will find closest smaller value. Data must be sorted in ascending order. And if you will write -1, it will find closest larger value, and data must be sorted in descending order. So here salary is given. You can go ahead and sort from largest to smallest or smallest to largest. Okay. So on the basis of which you can do this. So let's say find the row number of employee with ID 103. Earlier we knew that we were finding department and salary of the employee in row number 3. Here what we are saying, here we are finding the row number of the employee with ID 103. So here we don't have the row. Earlier you had array and row number and column number. Here you have your value, your lookup value. So you will simply write match 103. Okay, you will simply write match 103, which is your lookup value, from A2 to A5. So this is your column where you are looking. Okay, and 0 is you want to find the exact match. So it will give you the, this match function will give you the row number. So when you will do this, let's say we type it here. So here we have selected this array from A2 to A5. Here we are looking at a value 103, and we are finding the exact position. When you will write, this is 3. So 3 is the row number. You can write like row number of 103 ID. So this is 3, and this is the department of third row and second column. Second column is department. So this is the department of employee in the third row in this array. Okay. So this way you can use. And here important thing is, here we did not select A2 to A5. We selected B2 to D5. But here in this case we selected A2 to A5 and did not select any other thing, because here we just wanted to know the row number. Let's say, let's try to, you can try it on salary also. Let's try on salary. Will it work? So what if we copy it, and let me correct it first. Just a minute. So what if we say 55,000, and here we will say D2 to D5, and we want to find the exact match. So here it is saying NA, and the possible biggest mistake is we wrote 5500. Let's see. Now you can see it is working. So you can use it on other columns also, like we did in case of salary. So what this is telling us is, what is the row of that particular employee who has a salary of 55,000. What if we write 5500? So first thing that we are going to do is sort in largest to smallest. Okay, and when we have sorted in largest to smallest, we can see one where you are sorting in ascending order, -1, descending order. The larger, closest larger value, -1. So what if we write -1 here instead of this? So here it is writing 1 because 4, because this is the closest value. 52,000 is the smallest value, right? What if we write 59,000? So we know that 59,000 is closer to 60,000, which is in row number 2. Will it work? You can see. So this is the use of -1 and +1 that you can do. If you want, you can use index and match together as well. So it combines the power of both functions to perform dynamic lookups. So formula is index d2 to d5, because in index function you first have to write array. Okay. So the first parameter that you will pass is your array. So as an argument we will use d2 to d5. Like we are selecting the last column here, and in that last column we are matching 103 A2 to A50. So this is, as we already know, this will find the row number of employee with ID 103. Okay, row. So this will simply find row number, and in index we have to supply the row number as a second argument. So this will become our second argument. Okay, so explanation is match 103 A2 to A5, find the row number where ID 103 is located, which is the third row number, and index D2 to D5 comma 3. This will be the output of this. Retrieve the value in the third row of salary column, that is 75,000. So in our case, salary column D2 to D5 third value is 75,000. So this way what we are saying is employee who has an ID of 103 in column A2 to A5 with exact match of this value, find its salary on the basis of index. Okay, when you will simply copy this, let's run it here, and it will give you 75,000. If you will write 101, so 101 has 60,000. Okay, so this way you can use index and match together. We will provide this sheet, and you can use it on any other real-time Excel file as well. Thanks for watching the video. See you in the next tutorial of Excel.